Hey, this is the franchise Shane Douglas.
Josh Alexander, and you're watching Ollie Harper.
You're fanging and banging with Ollie Harper on YouTube.
Hey guys, well we are back, of course, me, Ollie, aka TNSAttitude, and we are here with a gentleman that is an absolute legend in wrestling fandom. I'm here with Michael, the founder of HighSpots.com. How are you, sir?
Don't assume I'm a gentleman.
Now first time I actually saw Michael was he did an interview with AJ Styles, and I think that was from his home, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, I remember that one, sure.
Yeah, and I know there was a few of the other ones. You did one with Santana Garrett back in the day as well.
Oh yeah.
All those. But Michael, I really appreciate you taking a bit of time out of your busy schedule. How did Wrestlecon become so big over these last few years?
Yeah, I think it's just the momentum that creates every year. I think fans love having the opportunity to get really close with the wrestlers. It's the only place that gives that much of an experience where you can bring your own items, you can get real close to the talent, and as long as we still have amazing wrestlers and amazing fans, we'll continue to provide it for them.
Now, what year did you start doing this? It was 2013, wasn't it?
2013 was the first Wrestlecon year, but before that, I was involved in something called Wrestle Reunion.
That was at WrestleMania 28.
That's right. Yeah. And we kind of parlayed that. We kind of changed up the model where instead of just kind of trying to do it all ourselves, we relied on the vendors.
Yep.
There's so many. What makes WrestleCon so different is we have hundreds of vendors here that they either buy tables or they bring this talent. They take the risk. Sometimes the wrestlers buy it themselves. So instead of us doing all the work, we have an amazing group of vendors and wrestlers that help us and make it what it is today.
So the question I have for you, because it's such a huge thing that goes on every year, I assume when you get back Monday, Tuesday, you will already be prepping for 41. Is that true?
Well, we haven't talked about this, but not only will we prep for 41, but we are going to have an event during SummerSlam weekend this year. So we're prepping for an event for Cleveland. So a couple months from now, we'll be doing this on a much smaller scale. But yes, obviously next year's WrestleMania is already on the radar.
What I was saying to one of your colleagues, Amigo, I believe his name is.
Okay.
I was talking to him earlier, and I actually said that one of the things because I'm international, I'm from the UK.
And I would say almost 40% of our attendees are international attendees, which really is amazing.
That is fantastic. But what I was going to say is like with WWE moving to on location, they used to do a really fan-friendly travel package back in the day. And I feel like you guys have really picked that ball up from that, because your pricing of how the travel packages used to be with Hotel Block originally as well, for me, is around that what I would want to pay. So, and with splitting with a friend, it makes it a little bit more affordable. And of course, the more guys you fill up, the more blocks you get. I guess it makes the room rates cheaper, and everybody has a better time.
So the last, we've been doing this 10 years, and we traditionally do fill the room blocks. And you go to these hotels and you say, hey, I've got all these wrestling fans, and they're looking for an affordable, safe, nice location. And we do all the legwork. So when we pick out these hotels, we know you're gonna be. Part of your weekend's going to be here, but we know you're going to Mania. We know you're going to go to now the World, or Access, whatever it was. We know that this is just one stop on the big weekend of tour.
Right.
So we want to provide a great location, and we do all that work for you. And I think a lot of people now, including yourself, they just know, like, well, if WrestleCon picked out this hotel, it's got to be a good hotel for what they know what I want to do. So that's what we do.
I rely on it, because I even said to my friend, because he was like, oh, why don't we do an Airbnb? Why don't we do an Airbnb? And I was like, listen, I know how this works. I know that Fairmont, Dallas, in Texas was a beautiful hotel, beautiful location. I only did the one night there because it was part of the travel package, because I was at the travel package last year, WWE did it. Then Millennium Biltmore last year was phenomenal, and I remember you even said to me last year, it was great, beautiful hotel. And I remember you even said to me last year, I think you remember this, because of the amount of trade that the WrestleCon blocks had got, this was like making enough money for Biltmore, like almost like in a pre-COVID profits.
Yes.
Remember you said that to me.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's
this hotel. It's a little out of the normal way because it's in downtown Philadelphia, but it does fill up when it has the right conventions. But they had 4 straight nights of sellouts.
That's right.
And they're doing record numbers in the bars. So that's great for us because I could take that information and I could take it to Minneapolis next year and say, hey, you can check for me. Sometimes it's a sister property. And
Minneapolis. Was that,
maybe.
Oh.
But they'll be able to say, wow, did you really fill this all these rooms? Did your fans really drink all this alcohol all weekend? It's like, yes, it's true. We did that. So it gives us some strength to go to some other hotels and negotiate some really great rates.
Well, Michael, we're hitting 5 and I know you're busy, but thank you so much for doing this, taking a bit of time out.
Thank you and all the people that travel every year and trust us with your hotel decisions, your buses. Buses are a big part of what people like to do with WrestleMania. We appreciate your trust in us.
Well, thank you, sir. Let me do a little shake a hand on there.
Absolutely.
I held that onward selfie. That's not bad.
No.
Let's go. Let's do a little picture as well. And thanks again for your time. As I'll say, remember, Wrestlecon.com, SummerSlam, room blocks. You know where to find them. I'll be posting below. This will be a standalone video, and I'll be linking on Twitter where you guys can find. As I'll say, guys, keep on watching wrestling and supporting great people like Michael and HighSpots UK as well, guys.